Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk English, your cozy little corner of the internet where we learn real English for real life together.
Yes, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah, and this is your English podcast for easy conversations, big ideas, and honest feelings. We're really happy you pressed play today.
Seriously, whether you're walking, cooking, sitting on a bus, or hiding under a blanket pretending you don't have responsibilities,
We see you, we love you, no judgment.
no judgment at all. Okay, Sarah, I have a question for you before we start today's topic.
Ooh, okay, go ahead.
Do you remember the first time you tried to think in English? Like, not translate, but actually think.
Oh, wow, yes, and it was not smooth.
Tell me.
Okay, so I was at a coffee shop, simple situation. The barista asked me, "What would you like?" And instead of just answering, my brain went, okay, first think of the word in my language, now translate, now say it, now check if it was correct.
And by that time, the coffee was ready and you still hadn't answered.
The poor barista was just staring at me, and I was standing there like a beautiful statue, smiling, silent, sweating a little.
That is so relatable. I had the exact same thing happen. Someone asked me a simple question, "How was your weekend?" And I went blank. Not because I didn't know the answer, I had a whole weekend, but my brain was so busy translating that the words just disappeared.
Yes, it's like you have a thought, and then you put it through this big, complicated machine. Translate, check, format, approve, and by the time it comes out the other side, the moment is gone.
Exactly. And today we want to talk about how to fix that, how to actually start thinking in English, not just translating from your native language.
This is such an important topic, and honestly, it's one of the biggest things that separates learners who speak fluently and learners who speak slowly and painfully.
Slowly and painfully. That's very honest, Sarah.
I've been there. We've both been there, so we're not judging. We're just being real.
Okay, so before we go deep, a tiny favor. If you enjoy learning with us at Let's Talk English, please subscribe and tap like on this episode. It helps more learners find us, and it tells us to keep making content like this.
Yes, and leave us a comment. Tell us, when you speak English, do you translate first, or do you sometimes think directly in English? Just one honest sentence. We love reading your comments.
We really do. Okay, let's get into it. So, Sarah, why do people translate in their heads? Like, why does the brain do this?
Okay, so this is actually really interesting. When you first learn a language, your brain uses your native language as the foundation. It's the home base. So when you want to say something in English, your brain goes home first, gets the thought in your language, and then translates.
It's like you're building a new house, but every time you need something, you run back to your old house to get it.
Oh, I love that image. Yes. And running back and forth takes time. It makes your speaking slow, your thinking slow, your confidence also slow.
And here's the thing, you will never feel truly fluent if your brain is always running between two houses.
Right. Fluency starts when English becomes its own house, when you can go directly there without stopping at the old one first.
That's beautifully said.
Thank you, thank you.
So the goal is, English has its own room in your brain, and when you want to think or speak, you go straight to that room.
Exactly. And this doesn't happen overnight, but there are some really concrete things you can do to start building that room, and we're going to walk through them today, step by step.
Okay, so let's start with the first and honestly the most important idea, and it sounds simple, but it's powerful. Stop translating every word.
Yes, this one is huge.
Like, when you hear the word happy, your brain probably thinks, okay, happy, that means this word in my language, right? But actually, what if when you hear happy, you just feel happy? You see a smiling face. You remember a good moment.
You connect the word directly to the feeling or the image, not to another word.
Exactly. This is called thinking in concepts, not in translations.
And the beautiful thing is, your brain can learn to do this. It just needs practice and time.
How did you start doing this, Sarah?
Okay, so I started with really small, everyday words, like coffee. Instead of thinking coffee equals this word in my language, I thought warm cup, morning, smell, ah.
The universal coffee feeling.
Right? And then slowly I moved to bigger words, feelings, situations, ideas, and the connections started to happen more naturally.
I did something similar. I used to look at the objects around me, my desk, my chair, the window, and I'd say the English word out loud. Not translate it, just say it and look at the thing.
Yes, you're connecting word directly to reality, not word to word.
And it sounds so simple, but it genuinely works. Over time, when you see a chair, your brain goes straight to chair, not chair equals this other word.
This is the beginning of thinking in English. Small words first, then sentences, then thoughts.
Okay, so that's idea number 1. Connect words to images and feelings, not to your native language words. Let's move to the second idea, which is one of my favorites, and that is think out loud in English.
Oh yes, this one changed my life, honestly.
Tell them.
Okay, so self-talk, talking to yourself in English throughout your day, when you're cooking, when you're walking, when you're getting ready in the morning.
And it doesn't have to be deep or philosophical. It can be, okay, now I'm making breakfast, I'll have eggs today, where did I put the salt?
Real, simple, everyday thoughts in English.
Because here's what's happening when you do this. Your brain is practicing producing English thoughts in real time, without a script, without a teacher, just you and your brain building the habit.
And the more you do it, the more automatic it becomes. Your brain starts to reach for English first.
I remember when I started doing this, it felt so weird. I'd be standing in the shower thinking, okay, the water is cold, I should turn it warmer, why is this always cold in the morning? And I'd realize I was thinking in English.
You were having a whole shower monologue in English.
A full one, and I felt so proud of myself.
That's actually a beautiful moment, when you catch yourself thinking in English without trying.
It's like, oh, it's happening. The room is being built.
Yes, and listeners, this is your first homework today. Pick one part of your day, just one, maybe your morning routine, and try to describe what you're doing in English in your head or out loud.
Even 5 minutes, that's enough to start.
Just 5 minutes. You're not going to become fluent in 5 minutes, but you're going to start rewiring your brain, and that's the whole point.
Okay, let's keep going because we have more ideas to share. And I want to talk about something that I think a lot of learners do, and it's secretly holding them back.
Ooh, what is it?
Okay, so many learners, when they learn a new English word, they write it down with the translation next to it, right?
Yes, vocabulary lists. Very common.
And it's not wrong, but it has a problem.
What's the problem?
So every time you see that word, your brain goes to the translation first, not to the meaning, not to how to use it, to the translated word.
Ah, so the word is always connected to your native language, not to English.
Exactly. And when you're trying to speak fast, your brain doesn't have time to do that translation, so you freeze.
So what do you do instead?
Okay, so instead of writing the translation, you write a simple English definition, or a picture, or a situation where you'd use that word.
Yes, so instead of writing anxious equals this word, you write anxious equals that feeling when you're waiting for an important result and your stomach feels strange.
And now the word is connected to a feeling, to a situation, to your life, not to a translation.
That's so much more powerful.
And it's a small change, but wow, it really shifts how your brain stores the word.
It moves the word from your translation memory to your English thinking memory.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Thank you. I thought of it just now.
Live podcast magic. Okay, listeners, we're going to take a tiny breath here because we have more ideas coming and we want you to really absorb what we're sharing.
Okay, so we talked about connecting words to feelings, not translations. We talked about thinking out loud in English, and we talked about how you build your vocabulary. Now let's talk about something that I think is really deep.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to say.
The inner voice.
Yes. Okay, so everyone has an inner voice. That voice in your head that's always running, commenting on things, planning things, worrying about things.
For most English learners, that inner voice speaks in their native language, and that's normal. It's been there your whole life.
But here's the thing. If your inner voice only speaks your native language, your brain never really rests in English. You might study English for 1 hour and then go back to thinking in your native language for the rest of the day.
And that 1 hour has to compete with 23 hours of native language thinking.
That's a tough competition.
Very tough. So the idea is, can you start to shift your inner voice, even a little bit, toward English?
And again, we're not saying delete your native language, no.
Absolutely not. Your native language is beautiful. It's part of who you are.
We're just saying, start giving English a little more space inside your head, small moments throughout the day.
For me, this started with opinions. Like if I saw something on the news, instead of reacting in my native language, I'd try to form my reaction in English. That's interesting. I'm not sure I agree. That seems unfair.
Oh, that's smart, because opinions are something you feel and think, not just repeat. So you're actually generating English thought, not memorizing it.
Exactly. And it felt awkward at first, but then slowly, my inner voice started to have English moments.
And those moments grew. And now?
Now I actually catch myself dreaming in English sometimes.
Gasps. Okay, that's the ultimate level.
I know. And I'm not even fluent. I just have English thoughts living in my brain now.
That's honestly the goal, when English thoughts feel natural, not forced.
Right. And listeners, you don't have to wait for a dream in English to know you're making progress. Every time you have one small thought in English, that's progress.
Every single one.
Okay, let's talk about something practical now, because I love motivation, but I also love action steps.
Same.
So, one of the best exercises for thinking in English is what I call the running commentary.
Oh, yes. Explain this.
So, imagine you're a sports commentator, but instead of a football match, you're commenting on your own life.
Okay, this sounds a little funny.
It is funny, but it works. So, you're walking down the street, and in your head, you say, Sarah is walking down the street. She sees a red car. She's thinking about lunch. She's a little hungry.
Third-person commentary on your own life.
Yes. And why does this work? Because you're narrating your own experience in English in real time. You're using present tense, simple sentences, everyday vocabulary, and your brain is connecting English language to real-life experience, not to textbook exercises.
That's actually genius. And I think what's beautiful about this is the situations are always familiar. It's your life. So you're not confused about the context. You're just practicing putting English words to things you already understand.
Exactly. You understand the situation 100%. Your job is just to dress it in English.
I love that. Dress your thoughts in English.
And you can start very simple. I'm sitting. I'm drinking tea. It's warm. I like it. That's enough. That's real thinking in English.
And then over time, you get more complex. I'm sitting in my kitchen. The morning light is coming through the window. I feel calm today. I think I'll have a productive day.
And now you're having feelings in English, not just facts.
That's the next level.
Ah, yes, feelings in English. This is important because a lot of learners can describe things in English, objects, places, events, but they struggle to express feelings and emotions in English.
Because feelings live so deep in us, and they're connected to our first language.
Right. If you're very sad or very excited or very scared, your brain goes to your native language automatically because that's where your emotional experience lives.
So how do you change that?
Practice naming your feelings in English. When you feel something, name it in English. I'm nervous right now. This makes me feel proud. I'm a little frustrated, but I'll figure it out.
You're building a bridge between your emotional world and the English language.
And once that bridge is there, English starts to feel more like a home, not just a tool.
Oh, that's such a good way to say it. English as a home.
Yes, and home is where you think freely, where you feel freely, where you don't have to translate.
I genuinely got chills.
Okay, we're doing good today.
Okay, so let's talk about one more really practical idea before we do our word tour. Because I think a lot of listeners are thinking, okay, great, but I forget English words all the time. My brain blanks. What do I do then?
Oh, this is real. What do you do when your brain goes blank mid-sentence?
This is the moment that kills confidence. You're speaking, things are going well, and then nothing. The word is gone. You freeze.
And most learners do one of two things. They either stop completely or they switch to their native language.
And neither of those is great for fluency.
Right. So the skill we want to build is working around the gap.
Yes, if you don't know the word, you describe it. You explain it with simpler words.
For example, say you forget the word impatient. Instead of stopping, you say, you know that feeling when you really want something and you hate waiting for it?
And actually, native speakers do this all the time. They describe, they work around, they use other words.
Exactly. Fluency is not knowing every word. Fluency is being able to keep going even when you don't know every word.
That's beautiful. And when you do this in English, you're thinking in English. You're not translating. You're solving the language problem using English tools.
Yes, and that is a huge step toward real fluency.
And honestly, this makes you sound more natural, not less, because you're speaking like a real person who's searching for words, not like a robot reading from a script.
No robots, just real humans figuring it out.
Real humans figuring it out. That's us. That's all of us.
Okay, we're going to slow down now and do our calm word tour, some of the key phrases from today. If you want, repeat after us. Let's make this stick.
Okay, word tour time. We'll go slowly, relax, and listen. Repeat if you want.
First phrase, think in English. To think in English means your brain forms thoughts directly in English without using your native language first. For example, she doesn't translate anymore. She thinks in English now. Or, I'm trying to think in English while I cook. Repeat, think in English.
Next, inner voice. Your inner voice is the voice inside your head that you hear when you're thinking. For example, his inner voice used to speak only his native language. Or, I'm slowly training my inner voice to use English. Repeat, inner voice.
Next phrase, running commentary. A running commentary is when you describe everything that's happening in real time, like a sports commentator. For example, she does a running commentary on her walk to work. Or, try giving a running commentary on your morning routine in English. Repeat, running commentary.
Next, workaround. When you work around something, you find another way to say it when you don't know the exact word. For example, I didn't know the word, so I worked around it. Or, a good learner can work around gaps in vocabulary. Repeat, workaround.
Next word, fluency. Fluency is when you can speak a language naturally and smoothly without stopping too much. For example, fluency doesn't mean perfection, it means flow. Or, she's working toward fluency by thinking in English every day. Repeat, fluency.
Next, rewire. When you rewire your brain, you change how it works by practicing something new again and again. For example, speaking out loud in English helps rewire your brain. Or, it takes time to rewire, but it's possible. Repeat, rewire.
Next phrase, native language. Your native language is the first language you learned as a child, the one that lives deepest in you. For example, my native language is always in my heart, but I'm building space for English too. Or, thinking in English doesn't mean forgetting your native language. Repeat, native language.
And our last phrase for today, build a habit. When you build a habit, you practice something regularly until it becomes automatic. For example, she built a habit of naming her feelings in English. Or, small daily practice helps you build a habit of thinking in English. Repeat, build a habit.
Beautiful. That was our word tour, and you did amazing just by listening.
You really did. Even if you didn't repeat every word, your brain was listening. It was absorbing. That counts.
Okay, so before we close today, let's do your homework. 3 simple things.
Number 1, pick 5 objects in your home. Look at them. Say the English word out loud. Connect the word to the thing, not to a translation.
Number 2, for just 5 minutes today, describe what you're doing in English, out loud or in your head. Simple sentences. Your morning, your walk, your lunch. Just narrate your life.
And number 3, the next time you feel a strong emotion, name it in English. Happy, frustrated, tired, excited, nervous, proud. Just one word, but say it in English.
These 3 things are small, but together they start to build the room, the English room in your brain.
And remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being comfortable. It's about feeling at home in the language.
And you're building that home right now. Every episode you listen to, every word you repeat, every thought you have in English.
Even listening to this podcast counts as thinking in English. You've been in English space for this whole episode.
Your brain is already doing the work. Give it credit.
And if today you remember just one thing, let it be this. Every English thought is a small victory, even if it's just, I'm hungry, or it's cold today. That is your brain reaching for English first.
And over time, those small victories become natural. And that's when English stops feeling like a subject you're studying and starts feeling like part of who you are.
Ah, yes, that's the goal.
Okay, our little reminder and CTA before we go. If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to Let's Talk English, and share it with one friend who's also learning English.
And leave us a comment. Tell us, what is one English thought you had today? It can be anything, even I am listening to a podcast. Write it. We will read it. We will cheer for you.
Quietly and loudly.
All the cheering. Okay, take a slow breath. You showed up today. You listened. You learned. That's already more than enough.
We're proud of you. We'll be here next time, ready to talk, laugh, and think in English together.
This is Sarah.
And this is Mike.
And you have been listening to Let's Talk English.
Keep going. You're doing better than you think.
Bye.
Bye.